Deep within the mist-shrouded forests of Welsh mythology lies the realm of Annwn, the Otherworld, a land of the dead and the divine. Its ruler, the enigmatic Arawn, is a figure both feared and revered, a god of death, the hunt, and the afterlife. Arawn presides over this mystical realm, ensuring the balance between the worlds of the living and the dead, a place where the souls of the dead reside and where time and death hold no sway. He is both a guide to the afterlife and a protector of the boundaries between the worlds. To encounter Arawn was to come face to face with the mysteries of death itself. Annwn, under Arawn's rule, was not a place of torment, but a realm of peace and abundance. It was often depicted as a paradise, where the souls of the worthy could find rest, while Arawn himself acted as a guardian of its secrets. Arawn is not just the ruler of the dead, but also the lord of the hunt. In Welsh mythology, he leads the King of Annwn, a pack of ghostly hounds that hunt the souls of the dead. Their eerie howls were said to be heard on the wind during the darkest nights, warning of impending death. The wild hunt led by Arawn was a fearsome sight, a procession of spirits and otherworldly beings racing through the skies. To hear their howls was a harbinger of death, yet Arawn's hunt was not a force of evil, but one that maintained the balance between life and death. The King of Annwn would often pursue lost or wandering souls, guiding them safely to the Otherworld, where they could rest under Arawn's protection. In this way, the wild hunt was not a symbol of chaos, but of divine order and transition. One of the most famous stories involving Arawn is his encounter with Pwyll, a mortal lord of Dyfed. In this tale, Pwyll unknowingly offended Arawn by hunting in his realm. To make amends, Arawn proposed an unusual agreement. Arawn asked Pwyll to take his place as the ruler of Annwn for a year and a day, while Arawn would disguise himself as Pwyll. This arrangement would allow Pwyll to defeat Arawn's rival, Halfdan, in battle, while Arawn experienced life as a mortal. During this time, Pwyll and Arawn shared an extraordinary bond, trusting one another with their realms and lives. Pwyll's success in defeating Halfdan strengthened the alliance between the Otherworld and the mortal world, with Arawn rewarding Pwyll with friendship and prosperity. This tale of mutual respect and trust highlights Arawn's wisdom and honour. Despite being a god of the dead, Arawn valued fairness, loyalty and balance between realms. Arawn's role as ruler of Annwn made him a Psychopomp, a guide for the souls of the dead. He ensured that the journey from the mortal world to the Otherworld was smooth and just, protecting souls from those who would seek to harm them. Unlike other deities of death, Arawn was not malevolent. He embodied the natural cycle of life, death, and rebirth, guiding souls to their final resting place. For the Celts, death was not an end, but a transition, and Arawn was the shepherd who oversaw this process. Annwn, Arawn's domain, was more than just a land of the dead. It was also a place of great mystery and power. One of its most important symbols was the cauldron of Annwn, a magical artifact said to restore life to the dead and grant wisdom to the worthy. This cauldron was sought after by heroes and adventurers, but few could ever reach it. Those who did found it guarded by Arawn and his hounds, for only the pure of heart could access its gifts. The cauldron of Annwn symbolised the endless cycle of life, death and rebirth, a theme central to Arawn's rule. Arawn's legacy endures in the folklore and landscapes of Wales. Though he is a god of the Otherworld, his presence is still felt in the living world. The forests and hills where his hounds once roamed are places of mystery, where the veil between life and death is thin. Even today, the legends of Arawn and his hounds persist in the stories passed down through generations. As the ruler of the Otherworld, he represents the Celtic belief in the interconnectedness of life and death, and the eternal cycle that binds them. And here we leave Arawn, Lord of Annwn, the keeper of souls, and the eternal guide through the mysteries of life and death. Until next time.